Alright, I'll just walk it through what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm just using flat colors right now, regular, hard, round brush, just yellow and blue. Trying to do whatever I was trying to do, I don't even know. Just lowered opacity, that's all that is right there, nothing special. Just lowered it probably to like 40%. Use the eyedropper every now and then to get a different variation of the two blended colors that I like. Yeah, it's still hard brown. Nothing new. Yeah, nothing new there. Just drew a new color up, that's all. Even though it looks hideous, I do not like it. Yeah. It must die. So right there I'm getting a textured brush and setting the blending mode to a color dodge and just gently punching it in. And right there, that's a peach colored gradient that I lowered the layers opacity, I don't know what to, probably around 60%. And I was just scrolling through the blending mode seeing which one I liked, and I liked that color effect, and so I merged the layers after that, and I'm just drawing straight on top of it now, indecisively, not knowing what the crap I'm drawing. Oh look, I'll draw some spiraled clouds. That's a soft brush, regular settings, low opacity. Or medium opacity, I should say. I'm just getting some textured brushes with randomized settings in there to get some general shapes. And that blue right there started off as under the color or hue blending mode, but then I just turned it to normal. Let's see what else. Oh, that white's just normal too. Back to regular hard round brush. And that brush there is it's not the typical hard round, I don't know what it is. It's the one that doesn't have pressure sensitivity. It's kind of got a smoother shading style. I don't know what it's called. But it's one of the defaults, so whatever. And right there, that horizon, that white horizon, was probably done with just a little bit of color dodge, not too much. And that blue and that greenish color in the clouds or the sky, that was done with a hue or color setting on the brush as well. I like those two settings, they help. Sorry, I'm a little enthusiastic right now. I'm all tired and such. Alright, it's like I'm just punching in some more texture with the same brush that I did earlier. And right there I was just messing with possibilities. I didn't really do anything there. I was just looking at it. More texture a little. And I think right here I didn't introduce anything new, like I didn't set the blending mode to anything. I just took colors that were already there and just went in with regular default brushes to touch some things up. That brush right there, it's kind of a rakish brush, but I set the direction to pressure sensitivity, so every time I press on the pen slightly harder it changes direction. It really makes it fun to draw with randomized shapes and such. Yeah, what else? Oh, everything looks to be default there. Just a new color on the beach-ish thing. At least that's what it was supposed to be. Let's see. Right there, now that's just another textured brush that I haven't used yet, you know, just to keep things loose. Again, on color dodge. And that's back to default, no blending modes there, just painting away. Looks like at a high opacity, using another randomized square brush to get some hard edges there. And use that square brush again. It gives good texture. I drew in my sketchbook I drew some buildings with that square brush. I really like it. Just regular default brushes there. Some more of that randomized rakish brush. I love messing with brush settings. It's so fun. Can make things so interesting. I mean, these brushes, some of them aren't default, like the rakish ones and some of the textured ones, but it's fun to mess with their settings nevertheless. Let's see, what am I doing there? Something about clouds. Oh, insert rock here. Yeah, you see I got lazy. I have a problem with foregrounds. It's one of my weaknesses, blending a background into a foreground successfully. Anyway, it looks like I put in a gradient to kind of a reddish gradient at the bottom. Messing with the blending modes there, I lowered the opacity for sure there to put maybe 60% again, and just running through different colors and different blending modes to see what I like. It's like I'm just going through different possibilities, just checking out the different things I can do, because it's always fun to see what you can do with multiple methods, you know, color changing, blending changing. And it looks like, yeah, I decided to keep that one, and I created a copy of the background layer, hid the original background layer, merged it with the gradient, so now I have a gradient version and the original version. The gradient version on top of it, it's darker. And so now I'm just going through and erasing some of that top layer so that the original color comes through, so it's not so dark, and so I can control the highlights a bit more while creating that contrast. BS splashy water against that far rock. Not that you can see it that well. Crappy rendering. Alright, and here it's just, I don't know, changing, just using the color picker, variation picker, just to tweak the last little, yeah, whatever's. There it is.